show today, I don't think I could handle it right now.
Oh, okay.
I have had a fairly terrible last couple of days. I have been fighting with my tape drive backup thing that basically doesn't work on the PC properly, and the guys that make it are like, yeah, the truth of the matter is that the driver situation from IBM on down just isn't that great on the PC, and it works better on a Mac. So then I've been trying to get a Mac working with 10 gigabit, and so I was using the MacBook Pro and 10 gigabit LAN, to be clear. So I was using the MacBook Pro, and I ran into remember when I called you earlier this week?
Yeah.
Asking if you had the Core X.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I managed to have 3 external PCI Express docks, 4 10 gigabit network cards, a variety of cables, and I still couldn't manage to get, like, I even got down to the point where I had a Thunderbolt chipset that Apple hadn't specifically locked out because we don't want to support it.
Yeah.
I managed to find one that didn't have a Thunderbolt chip that was locked out, so the enclosure worked on the Mac. And I even managed to get a 10 gig Ethernet card with the exact same chipset that is already in use in the iMac Pro. But that still doesn't work because there's some stupid beta of macOS that you have to like update from an older one too, and then it will flash cards that are not like Mac approved to be Mac approved, and then they just work because the drivers are for the hardware, not for like the stupid vendor ID that actually doesn't matter. But with Apple, it's just Anthony's way of putting it, I think, is great. It's magic numbers. Yeah. It's not about whether it should actually work or not. It's about making sure it has the right magic number. That's actually one of his theories about the whole throttling issue with the MacBook Pro. Did you see this? You hear about this? The big thermal throttling
I know,
thing?
yeah.
And Apple fixes it with a macOS update that they said was firmware, but doesn't seem to be firmware because it doesn't fix it in Windows.
Yeah.
So it must just be like a magic number. Like a magic number detects the CPU correctly now. No, it doesn't behave stupidly. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank goodness for a genuine Apple-approved hardware and nothing else working at all.
You want to hear my great story?
And then I've spent the last 4 hours dealing with this.
Do you think it's gonna be done by the end of WAN?
I hope so. It's at 84%, and
it was
this
at
is like
54 when I
third
first saw
reboot
it.
now. So I think we're getting close. I may duck out of WAN and just finish that video. This is the last thing I'm waiting for. I just want to run Cinebench. Sorry everyone. I'm having a rough day. I just want to run Cinebench, and I can't if Windows Update is sucking back 25% of the CPU in the background.
Right.
I just want to know how much faster it is than last gen, and I was thinking maybe I'd compare it to the Surface Go since that arrived today. Tried to live stream the Surface Go. Turns out another video project we're working on, which is really cool, by the way. Basically, we're given the this to Google, but in a way that's like not just to spite them. It's just we are abusing their services.
Oh yeah, I know.
In a way that's really cool. Well, it turns out we're also abusing
fully within the terms.
Abusing the CPU of our router.
Ah.
Yeah, so it looks like that killed our stream earlier. we literally overloaded our router CPU. And remember, this is not this isn't some wimpy BS router.
It's a rack-mounted router.
Yeah, this is an Edge Router Pro from Ubiquiti. This is
okay,
not,
yeah.
Like it's not some $100,000 stupid like Cisco thing or anything like that, but it is not an insubstantial piece of networking machinery. I love this. You sit and wait 4 hours for it, and then it's got this really friendly, hey,
just hold on for a second.
We've got some updates for your PC. No, you had updates for my PC 4 hours ago. This might take several minutes. Yeah, at this point, what, Dennis?
You want to hear my story? I need you to hear from my story, so I want to get it out before we're done.
Should we do the intro first?
Sure.
Okay, let's just do whatever. There's tech news.
We're going to talk about some stuff.
Next gen Intel roadmap leaks. Also, Google.
Oh my goodness!
Search engine.
There's rumors about
Apple's
things.
worth $1 trillion. Boom.
Crazy.
People are hating on the Ubiquiti. But being haters.
It's one of those technology categories where it's just entirely stock.
Yeah, it stands greater than ubiquity. It's greater than.
Oh, because you've got Linux fanboys in the mix too.
No, that's FreeBSD.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean.
Actually. Oh gosh.
Anyways, okay. So, do you remember at the end of last stream how I revealed how I finally bought a new chair?
Yeah. Oh, what now?
So the story of my chair is someone sat on the arm, and it broke the like middle support. So basically, my chair was tilted like this for 4 years.
In defense of your chair, that someone was very likely to break that chair.
Yes. Yep.
In fairness to your chair.
Yep.
I mean, Anyway.
But to compensate, so that I was looking straight at my monitor, I basically sat like this for 4 years. And then recently went to physio, and he was like, wow, you need a new chair. You're an idiot. So I decided to get a new chair, did a whole bunch of research, took like over a month for the chair to show up. It's supposed to like keep you in a specific spot so that your spine is like correctly aligned. It's not supposed to be super comfortable. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to keep you in the right spot.
Right.
It's kind of like a racing chair, except not for a car. So it actually makes sense.
So it's for going fast on your computer.
Yeah. Anyways, the
APMs up.
The expected delivery date was August 6th. You might notice it is not that day yet. I have had the chair for a while. On, I believe the 31st or the 30th, I don't remember if it was this Monday or this Tuesday, I went out to get some lunch. I had finished a relatively major milestone. You know what? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna reward myself with a booster juice. So I decided to go outside and get some booster juice.
That's
as
expensive,
I'm walking out,
yo.
it is booster juice. Is
like,
not that cheap.
Cost as much as a meal, but then you have to
like $4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get them that often. But I was like, I'm gonna. This is good. I was very
more
happy.
than $4.
I was very happy.
Anyway, carry on with
So
your story while I
go
look at Booster Juice's menu.
It's really expensive. I go walk outside. As I'm walking outside, I was like, whoa, there's a giant cardboard box in the lawn. That's weird. And I just keep walking. And then I'm like, I should probably like bring that inside just in case it's like my upstairs neighbors. And I go and I look at it closer and I see Herman Miller plastered on the side of it. And I'm like,
Wait.
What?
They just left it on the lawn?
They just left it on the lawn. No notification text message, no notification email. I had no idea. I still have no idea how long it was sitting there. When I moved it, there was very much an impression in the grass. So it had been sitting there for a while, possibly all night, because sometimes I don't leave my house for a while. So I have no clue how long it was there. Super expensive chair, big logo on the side of the box, just left in the front lawn for who knows how long. No notification that it was there, nothing. They didn't knock, they didn't leave a notice, nothing happened. So I'm immediately pissed off. I bring it inside, I go get my food, I come back, I go to open it. First of all, it's the worst cardboard box as the outer shell that I've like ever seen. And there's like rips where the handles were because the guy's handling it, and like I don't even blame them. Because if you try to pick it up, it just rips because it's just a terrible cardboard box.
Right.
But I'm thinking in my head like, oh, there'll be an internal carton, right? No big deal. I open that up. Nope. Not only is there no internal carton, that is literally the entire box for the chair. There's also zero packing foam or protection of any form at all in the entire box. So it's just the chair just sitting there.
Just rattling around.
I was able
in the
to
box.
turn it around while it was inside the box, just because I wanted to kind of try it out and see how it goes. Like, it was actually the worst unboxing experience that I have ever had. That same day, I, like, opened up a box for a mouse and was like, wow, this is a way better experience than the ludicrously, obscenely, illogically expensive chair that I just bought. I was so mad. It's fine. It, like, creaks when you move around. Okay. It's mostly made out of plastic. Like, it's really... like, the ergonomic chair market is insane. Like, if we want to open another business, we should just make ergonomic chairs, because you can just charge 1,000,000,000% on what it costs to make it.
Yep.
And everyone's just clamoring all over you because they're all generally terrible. It also doesn't really feel that great. Like, it's okay.
Right, but it's not supposed.
Okay, so yes.
That seems like a really smart sales pitch.
A brilliant sales pitch. It doesn't have to feel good. It's ergonomic. So it holds me in a relatively good position. So I'm probably going to end up keeping it because it'll be good for my spine. Okay, Sounds good. The doctor dude says I like really need to do something about that because my spine's getting all weird because I sit like this all the time. So yeah, sounds good. Okay,
Don't you
let's
mean
do
you
it
sit
up.
like this all the time?
Yeah, like. So okay, I'm probably gonna keep it. Except like the base isn't foam, which is kind of cool because it's breathable. But they use these plasticky spring things, and that's great in most areas, except for where the reinforced bar is.
Right.
And you can like super feel this bar that is just under you all the time.
Have you tried the OM5?
Is this the we had like an orangey one?
Yeah, we did a review of it.
So my problem with that was it didn't lock.
The new one locks.
Oh, I might try that. I can return my chair.
You know what? You should come over. Maybe come over in. Oh, holy crap! They have me quoted on their website. I should make sure what they're saying isn't like.
Linus of Linus Tech Tips says the OM5 is the most comfortable chair.
They probably could have put some context around that. I'm sure I did. Let's have a look. Do they link right to the timestamp?
Don't think so.
I bet they do. I bet they do.
No.
Oh. Nope. All right. Well, thanks for that, guys. Yeah, I'm sure I probably said that I've tried so far.
Return it in what box? Someone said in the chat. Sorry to cut you off. I actually thought about this. If I return the chair, I'm wondering, like if it shows up damaged, is it my fault? I have all of the original packaging because it's a box, so like there's really not a lot going on there. But who gets in trouble if the chair's damaged when it shows up?
Anyway, you should try. Wait. Oh, actually, no. I don't know if the whole thing locks, but the armrests lock. Like there's stuff they.
So my problem was if I sat back at all,
yeah,
I would just whoop, fall backwards.
So Yvonne has new ones, or has one of the new ones.
Okay.
So give it a shot just to make sure, because honestly,
I'll try. One of my biggest problems with buying these ludicrously expensive chairs, as well.
This one's not that bad. It's $450.
That's way freaking. Is like you can't generally try them anywhere.
Yeah.
No, not in
really
Canada.
Yep.
If you're in like LA, you can often go to a studio area and try them out. But like I can't, so I had to go off of like a whole bunch of
just like, and buying anything like clothing
or ergonomic
like
based
food or chairs, like stuff that has a personal taste, like a personalization element to it online is really tough still.
It is. Yeah.
Yvonne ordered some flip-flops off Amazon, and she just like they were cheaper than buying in store, so that's cool. So she ordered 2 of them. Yeah. Just assuming that one of them would be a horrible fit, because that's just the way it works. And until we can 3D scan our foot and submit that model off to something to make sure something's going to fit for us, there's nothing we can really do. But I mean, I'm actually perfectly fine with them having that quote on there because it's still the most comfortable chair that I have and that I've tried. I really like it. So I don't know.
Yeah, people are recommending stuff in here. The problem is that it doesn't mean anything to me because I can't try it.
Yeah, the only reason that I'm even bringing it up is because I have the newest one at my house, and you can come try it.
And like the only reason why I got the chair that I have now is because Marquez has it.
Yeah.
Frank has it, and I tried it at Sevidus's streaming area because it's his chair.
So I don't want this to come across wrong, but I wouldn't necessarily buy something because, here, let's just pick one of them. Like, let's say because Marquez gets
he
bought a Tesla surfboard.
That's a good point.
Not because it's a good surfboard, because he's a very he's very on point with like whatever's the coolest thing.
So
now.
The last point was the important one. Was Sevidus has the same chair, and I sat in it for a while.
Right. Okay.
And was like, okay, this is holding me in the right spot, and it's the same reason why he has it. He's a tall dude. I believe he's slightly taller than I am, and it can hold his spine in place.
All right. So sorry to hear that.
Anyway, that was just it was just horrible. It was weird because I opened a Logitech mouse and a Herman Miller chair.
Right.
And I expected the Logitech mouse unboxing experience to be quite good. It exceeded expectations. I expected the Herman Miller chair unboxing to be way too much and for me to be like, this is dumb. I wish they didn't do so much packaging because I could have saved some money. And then it was like, wow. I literally don't think they could have gotten it to me if I saved any amount of money on the packaging, because it wouldn't have made it. Or it would have been like some dude just like handing me the chair because he had to like walk it from the truck.
Like rolling it.
Yeah, like,
rolling it
here you go, bud. Yeah. I've got it for you.
We're backing it up. We're backing it up.
Beep, beep. So annoyed.
Give it some time, and maybe Logitech will just acquire Herman Miller, and then you won't have to worry about it. Just like they acquired our first topic, Blue.
Yeah.
Logitech has acquired microphone brand Blue, but don't be blue. I don't know. You might want to be blue about it. Honestly, there's not going to be much in terms of changes, as far as we can tell from Logitech's blog post, anyway. So,
okay. I will also give them the benefit of the doubt in the way that they have not made very noticeable, very large-scale alterations to any other companies that they bought.
Like Ultimate Ears. Oh, hold on a second. There's been some frustration with Harmony. Harmony remotes, yeah.
Oh, that's old though, isn't it?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that people didn't get kind of boned.
No, I hear you, but they might have learned from that. Oh, no.
We can hope. They haven't made it, as far as we can tell, they haven't made a lot of changes to Ultimate Ears. It seems like this is kind of the thing right now, though, is your Corsairs, your Razors, and your Logitechs of the world are just scooping up any brand that kind of matters in the peripheral space. Like, I think we're on this weird trajectory right now where over the last, I'd say so going back maybe a year or 2 years ago, and then 5 years before that, we saw this incredible burst in diversification in the peripheral space.
Yeah.
So we went from,
like every single person was making some form of keyboard.
Yeah, like mechanical keyboards are a great example. Yeah. You had like Philco, Ducky. I mean, do you remember when Das Keyboard mattered?
Leopold.
Yeah. So you had a handful of guys making mechanical keyboards, and then you had some more traditional brands that dabbled. Like SteelSeries had one mechanical, or two, okay, the 6G and the 7G. And then all of a sudden, you walked around a show like CES or Computex, and you could find literally 50 brands that made keyboards.
Das is still relevant
to you.
Ooh. I like Das keyboards.
Remember, relevant is a. So
they're still relevant, but they're not mainstream.
Yeah, they can be as relevant as they want to a very small number of people.
Yeah.
But when you look at the definition of the word relevant, it's relative.
Oof.
So
they were more relevant before.
Yeah, they were in relative terms much more relevant than they are now. When you've got brands like Corsair, who, for whom the monthly sales of someone like Das Keyboard would be a rounding error. Like that would be the samples they send out to media when they launch a new keyboard to make sure that everyone and their dog has tried the latest and greatest Corsair keyboard.
And hopefully it's sitting in places.
Yeah, exactly. So there's this sort of relativity to relevantness. Relevantity? I don't know. I'm trying. Which brings us to our first sponsor for the show today. I mean, it was just such a perfect segue. I kind of had to do it.
Hey!
Corsair's Strafe Mark II keyboard, which you can learn more about at the link right there. It's a mechanical RGB keyboard and is an update from the previous fan favorite Strafe. Now, with all the features you've been asking for. Well, not all the features you've been asking for if you as me, because I'm a big fan of Cherry MX Browns, but it comes in either Cherry MX Red or Cherry MX Silent switches, with the Reds offering linear smooth actuation, while the Silents dampen sound by 30%, which is great for users who stream. That's actually a big deal, keyboard noise, so Cherry MX Silent definitely recommended for that. It's got 100% anti-ghosting with 104 key rollover, meaning even if you type with your face, all of your keystrokes will be registered. Thank you, Luke, for that demonstration. It's got 8 megs of built-in storage to allow you to take all your RGB configurations and macro customization with you anywhere you go. And the top of the keyboard has a built-in USB pass-through, which I actually love. That's a great feature that kind of disappeared for a bit in the keyboard world and then is back now, apparently, which is terrific. So check it out at Corsair.com or the link in the video description. Oh, I said the link was there, but it's not. It will be below the video. Corsair.com. That's okay. Simple solution.
Yeah.
Speaking of a simple solution, Squarespace. Squarespace lets you build your own beautiful website quickly and simply. Squarespace offers 24/7 support via live chat and email. It starts at just $12 a month, and you get a free domain if you buy Squarespace for the year. Every Squarespace template features responsive design so your website scales to look great on any device. their commerce module, which lets you set up a free online store, and the ability to publish content in Apple News format directly from the Squarespace blog module. What's really cool, actually, they added this functionality recently, is you can now use Squarespace to manage all of your domains. So you can, instead of having a bunch of different registrars and whatnot, you can, I don't know what he's doing right now, but he seems to be doing a thing. This is that. Just making sure that you know, so that you don't type a thing that does not matter. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm pretty sure it's fine.
Nope, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I will not worry about whatever it is that you are doing right now. Go sign up for Squarespace and make sure you use offer code WAN to get 10% off your first purchase. Last sponsor, FreshBooks. If you're a small business owner or a freelancer and you want a simple to use invoicing tool that actually does a lot more than just send invoices, check out FreshBooks. It helps you track your time with their timesheet function, manage your expenses with their expense function, and keep track of who owes you what with their keeping track of who owes you what function that actually tells you, it's not called that, but it actually tells you when your clients have looked at an invoice for the first time to put an end to the guessing games. Their mobile app, which is available for iOS and Android. Where's my Android? Android has all the functionality of the desktop version, so you can take FreshBooks with you wherever you go, and they have amazing support. You call them, you talk to a real person, no home phone tree, no escalations, no return calls, just answers. Go to freshbooks.com/WAN and get a free trial today. All right, shall we do some tech news? News about tech?
Sure.
Next gen Nvidia GTX. The name has apparently been settled. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go ahead and share my screen.
Wow, I'm so surprised.
It'll be 2080 and 2070. That's kind of stupid. I was expecting 1180 and 1170 were going to win the day. But I guess NVIDIA's kind of going, well, the rate at which we release new generations of graphics cards has significantly slowed down. So in order for us to keep having numbers go up at a nice good tick here, we're going to have to chill out on the just increasing the second digit kind of thing.
Yeah.
I
think
the
they're
first
also
digit by
probably
one.
going with, like, if you increase the first digit instead of what way are we reading from? The fourth digit?
So we had the 780, and then we skipped 800 series because, I don't know, it's unlucky or something, who knows. And then we had the 9 series, and then we had the 10 series, and now we get the 20. So when we go 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, do we get the 100 series? Yes, but then do we get the 200 series? And then are we back to the 200 series? That's going to be confusing. So in another 20 years or so, NVIDIA is going to have to watch out for that train coming down the tracks pretty slowly, and won't happen for a while, but that could happen eventually. Well, because we had a 200 series already. But that was a 3-digit 200 series. This would be the 280 series. The 2000 GTX 2080.
You think they might just end up almost dumping that version and go like GTX like Alpha 1 and like Alpha 2?
Or they could go straight to 300 because we never had a 300 series. Oh. Yeah, we're not. I don't know. Anyway, Manly Technologies, an NVIDIA
800
partner.
series was used in like mobile and stuff.
Yes, like OEM only or some stupid thing.
Yeah.
Manly Technologies, a vendor for NVIDIA GeForce GPUs, just registered an ECC certificate with the name GTX 2070 and 2080 included in the mix. The GPU chips also contain GA104 and GA104-400. Both of which should be Ampere-based, going by the code names. So if you guys, I don't know if you guys ever noticed this, but the second letter of an NVIDIA code name is the architecture. So GP would be GeForce Pascal, and then GF would be GeForce Fermi. So GA should be GeForce Ampere. 104 means that once again, we are getting not a big chip.
Yeah.
So 102 or 100 would be big chips. I forget how it works. What's the thing when they had to spin it twice? I can't remember. What was 580? GTX 580.
They had to spin it twice?
Yeah. So GF 110. Crap, I can't remember. I can't remember. But there's one aspect of the code name that tells you if they had to, if the first run was good enough or if they had to spin again.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Weird.
It's not terribly important. So it's a real certification, but it is also still possible that the company is using placeholder names and the actual nomenclature is something else. Although we are so close to when it is rumored to be announced at Gamescom, which starts on August 21st, that it is hard to imagine that they're planning to do a switcheroo at the last minute. And with that said, I have seen packaging on Nvidia cards come in with like stickers over top of old names, and sometimes Nvidia will go so far to throw the industry for a loop that they will legitimately charge their customers, so not like you the end user, but customers like EVGA, they will literally charge their customers one price and then the day of the launch announce that it's a completely different price and just issue a rebate after the fact. They have actually done that.
Yeah.
So those guys are like, I mean, I've said this to enough people at Nvidia's faces that I don't feel like I'm talking behind their back, but enough with the cloak and dagger bull crap, you guys. Just release the product. Okay? Just chill. It's just a graphics card.
Come on, boys.
Like, this is not.
No, Linus. We're sending people to the moon.
No, it's
Mars.
Okay.
Titan.
Shut up. Okay, you do the next topic. I can't. I'm not going to give you the satisfaction.
Gosh, there's a super long topic about a UK committee trying to battle fake news that I don't even want to talk about at all.
Oh boy, battling fake news. A levy on social media? Wow. So this is kind of like do you remember that levy?
Oh, we are going to talk. Okay. Let's do it.
Well, I was going to talk about the levy on blank CDs that we have here in Canada.
What?
You don't know about this?
No.
Yeah, when you buy a blank CD, it comes with like I don't know, it's like a couple cents or something like that. But basically, it's
Is it to like fund piracy? Anti-piracy?
No, it's to fund piracy.
Funding piracy.
Canadian government, yar!
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, it's to theoretically to fund anti-piracy measures or reimburse organizations that lost money due to piracy or whatever.
Interesting.
Because obviously, iTunes and Spotify weren't a better long-term solution than charging a levy on blank CDs. So what they're proposing is a principle-based recommendations designed to be sufficiently adaptive to deal with fast-moving technological developments.
Principle-based recommendations
Whatever,
from the government.
Literally, buzzword soup.
What?
So it's a levy on social media and tech giants to fund expanding a major investment in the UK's data watchdog, so the body is able to attract and employ more technically skilled engineers who can analyze current technologies and have the capacity to predict future technologies. Okay. I mean, so it's not like there aren't precedents for this. This is similar to the way in which the banking sector pays for the upkeep of the Financial Conduct Authority. There's a code for advertising through social media during election periods, limits to the most amount of money an individual can donate, and a major increase in the maximum fine, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so yeah, there's going to be some interesting laws over the next little bit. Sorry, I threw up a little in my mouth there. I didn't actually. It was just a burp.
Yeah.
And I was trying to hold it in so that the poor headphone users at home didn't have to have burp sound. Like, I mean, they ended up with it. It was like really, I didn't expect it to be so loud. Yeah, it was very, it was as unpleasant to feel as it was for you to hear.
I can't reproduce it.
Yeah, no, you can't really do that. Intel had some roadmap leaps, which ironically are over on videocards.com. Intel doesn't make video cards, at least not yet.
Maybe that'll be their new foray.
It is. They hired Raja Kaduri.
Well, okay.
You just got wrecked. Nope. Yeah, okay, hold on. Let's
They're not making dedicated cards, though, are they?
Go ahead.
It's not a card, is it?
Oh, yeah.
It is?
Apparently.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, okay, wrecked. I was just having some fun with him.
They're actually making a physical, like, PCIe card.
That's the plan, apparently. Yeah, this is a word on the street, okay? Like, it's not on a roadmap anywhere.
Because I knew they brought him on to help with the, like, oh, we're gonna have the like AMD, or sorry, the Radeon group technology on CPU, and we want like whatever.
Oh no,
whatever.
yeah, no. I think that collaboration between Intel and Radeon technologies might, if anything, be more strained moving forward. Like I don't think AMD was super thrilled about Raja moving on.
All right. Okay.
I do wonder how much a Raja Kaduri costs. Like if I wanted to hire Raja, like how would that even work? Like how do you poach a guy like that?
And I wonder
literally industry legend.
Yeah. And I wonder what kind of like benefit style stuff you'd have to bundle in.
Yeah. He'd probably have to have like a, you know, like in a, because it can't just be money. Like it'd have to be like in like dogs, you know, or like well, no, I don't know. Like there'd have to be some kind of like additional benefit. Like you'd have to have like a guaranteed like staff. Like you're gonna have 2 personal assistants and this and that. So it's like it's more than just money. You'll have access to the executive jet from time periods X to Y. You'll have this much sabbatical every 2 years and like that kind of thing. Like I would be really
It's
curious.
Be extra stuff because beyond a certain point, not everyone, but a lot of people will stop caring at least as much about money.
Yeah.
And it will take astronomically more to make it really worth their while.
Yep.
So you want to start putting in other stuff.
Yeah. You have to start building like a benefits package. I've actually spent very little time with people who I would consider to be like real executives. But I did spend some time with the executive assistant of an executive at a very large tech company a little while ago. I was at a dinner and I ended up at the table with like kind of the assistants and stuff. Yeah. And honestly, the conversation there was far more interesting than what I would have gotten sitting with the executives, I think, because it's all the scuttlebutt. So they have rules like how often the executive assistant has to swap out. And that position is considered like a really tough position because you actually end up doing like a lot of the executive's actual work. But it's considered a stepping stone because you just have all this access to other executives.
So you get your name out there.
You get your name out there, and
so
you
they
get
swap
kind of
like between each other, or you just you have like 6 months to like make your mark.
It's more than that. I think it's like 2 years or something like that. But then you have to hire a new one, and then that person goes on to a different position. Because remember that a lot of large companies have policies and programs in place where people can change jobs quite frequently within the company, and it's something that's encouraged. Yeah. Just so that people won't stagnate, but so that they can retain their best talent.
See, my strategy for that is to force people to work on things that they don't want to work on, so that when they're done that, they get to go back to work on something that they want to work on.
And they can be excited to go to work just to go back to their regular job. Okay, that's an interesting
Thanks, guys. Sorry, AJ. You're almost done, dude.
In other news, here's that leak we were talking about. So apparently there's some kind of new... Is he in chat? Oh, that doesn't work, Luke. Well, didn't it? He told me it did. Is he lying to me? Because I'd love to know. Watching for AJ. Is he misleading me?
Oh boy.
Does Floatplane even exist? Like, is this? Do you even work for us?
Oh boy. Just dot dot dot.
Dot dot
nah.
dot. Meanwhile, Luke's just been siphoning all the money.
Yeah.
And AJ's like, "What? There was money?"
The Floatplane? What's that?
All right. So this roadmap. So apparently in 2018 we are getting a 9700K. Okay, according to the roadmap leak. And then sometime in Q3 of 2018, there's going to be something called a 9900K, which is going to be higher end than the existing Core i9s or something.
Someone in chat said siphoning money to afford your chair. Technically, I saved for 4.5 years to buy that chair.
You look at it that way.
Yeah.
Technically, I've saved for 10 years to replace my car, so I should just run out and buy a Model X then, right?
Oh, boy.
By that logic.
Oh. This one was like highly recommended.
You know what's really funny is
I'm probably going to return it.
I'm supposed to be shopping for cars because I have made a commitment to my wife.
Okay, I was going to say, when I drove up today, like when it was pink and stuff, it was pretty bad. You got the dick butt on the mirror or on the back window is pretty bad. It's bad now. Like it's like a different level. It actually looks like it has a disease.
I'm actually tired of it now.
Like it's the only car that I know of that I've ever looked at that I'm like, that is problematic.
Like it's not even funny.
No.
It's just an eyesore.
It's too far.
I haven't been pulled over yet. I've been daily driving it. Okay, you know what? Let's get through these leaks first. So the 28 core part that Intel teased back at Computex is apparently going to be a brand new market segment with a different chipset and socket. I mean, anyone who knows anything would have known that. 3647 socket, and then probably some kind of cut down version of their C620 whatever chipsets. There's going to be a Basin Falls refresh in November 2018. Okay, Glacier Falls, but in production later, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so back to the car. So I have made a commitment to my wife that I will replace it by the time the next service period rolls around.
When's the next service
Now, I
period?
committed to that because my intention was to sort of just keep driving it.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be it was another 8,000 kilometers, it's about 5,000 miles left before it needed to be serviced again. But I'm starting to come around to getting on that a little earlier. But the stupid thing is that honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I can afford a new car.
Yeah.
Obviously, and I don't even mean like brand new car. Like I can afford to replace that car with something better than that car. Probably most of you watching could afford to replace that car with something better than that car.
You could buy something for $500 and it would probably be better than that car.
Okay, shut up. Be nice to my car, okay?
I'm not even kidding.
It has served me well. No. Look.
It has.
I'm allowed to talk. I'm allowed to speak badly.
We
of
thought
it.
it was.
You're not.
We thought it was gonna die.
You haven't earned it.
We thought it was gonna die in 2013.
Yeah.
We were surprised it was still alive in 2013.
So anyway, I'm getting pretty tired of it. But my original plan was to just keep driving it until that service, and then figure she'd probably have gotten used to it by then, and then just keep driving it. But she's not getting used to it. I'm not getting used to it.
When you get your new car.
Yeah.
He's not excited at all. Remember how we used, I probably used to have all those ideas of like getting a computer in the trunk and having like screens on the back of the seats?
Yes, I've wanted to do that with the minivan for a while. The issue is we can't find a sponsor.
Oh.
Yeah, because we don't have the expertise to like completely rework the interior of a car to do it properly.
Yeah.
And so we'd want to collaborate with like a shop that's capable of that, to like doing a good job of it. And so there'd just be costs associated. And since it's not the kind of thing that actually has much practical use, it's not the kind of thing I just want to pay for out of pocket, because it wouldn't be cheap.
Yeah, because you could actually do wireless for most of it.
Yep.
Like pretty much all of it. But power and mounting the monitors.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want it to be janky. So there are some possibilities, and I don't want to get too far into it, but we have some ideas.
Okay.
But
what are you leaning towards a car at all?
So that's the thing, is I'm supposed to be car shopping because I have agreed,
but you're not,
and I want to. I ended up spending probably a grand total of about 40 minutes car shopping.
Okay.
And since then, all I've been researching is motorcycles. There are some super cool electric motorcycles out there now. So I'd never really had any desire.
You have one.
I know. Shut up. I'd never had any desire to replace my SV650S. It's a 2003, but that's the first year that it had fuel injection.
Okay, question. Sidebar question. Does that bike have ABS?
Good bike. No, it doesn't.
Because that like wasn't a thing. That blew my mind. That's apparently a newer thing on bikes.
ABS, yeah.
Yeah. Weird.
So yeah, no, my bike doesn't have ABS. It's pretty bare bones, but it's got the V-twin engine, which I really like. It's got lots of pull in the low RPM range. It's actually, especially now that I'm more used to it, it's really light. Like it's not light compared to a dual sport or something, but it's light, it's maneuverable, and it's honestly got enough power that unless you're an idiot, you don't really need more than that. Like if you're doing anything other than going in a straight line, There's not much reason to have much more power than that. At least on the road. Like on the track, whole different story. Whatever. Talk about your favorite track bike amongst yourselves, please. But there's this bike called the Lightning that shut up. 0 to 60 in
trying to roast me about a chair
0 to 60
that was like recommended by a physiotherapist because my back has problems, and you want to replace your car with a bike, and you already have a perfectly good bike.
0 to 60 in 2 seconds.
How do you stay on it?
I want to find out.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Is this your midlife crisis?
You know, the funny thing about it is I've always joked with my wife, like, I couldn't possibly have a midlife crisis because I've been midlife crisising my whole life. Like, I bought a motorcycle like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So the thing about bikes is that they're cheap. And by cheap,
they are kind of.
I don't mean that $40,000 isn't a lot of money. I mean that for literally the fastest bike on the planet, compared to literally the fastest car on the planet, we're talking an order of magnitude difference in price.
Yeah.
So for the price of like a basic minivan, which I recently purchased, you could have the fastest bike on the planet. 0 to 60 in 2 seconds.
But you can't even use it.
Yeah, you can accelerate. Especially in electric motors.
There's dangerous takeoff.
Yeah, you can.
If your wheel spins.
I'd love to learn to do a wheelie.
That's also not legal.
And the 650, yeah, but on the road, it's legal to do it elsewhere. Like,
yeah.
They have stunt riding courses and stuff. Like that'd be a lot of fun. Shut up.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm supposed to be shopping for a car. I have actually spent the vast majority of my time shopping for a bike. Now, with that said...
So would you sell yours?
Range on the Lightning, I think, is like 150, 200 miles.
Also, someone in the chat had a question. What is the mileage or kilometers on your Lambo?
On the Lambo, it's about 200 it's a little over 220,000.
This is just the wrong thing. Yeah. 220,000.
Yeah, a little over 220,000 kilometers.
There you go.
What the crap is this? You know what's great is the mobile version has... Oh, shut up. The mobile version of Chrome has a thing where when you're stuck in one of these back loops where it just keeps reloading, like it forwards you a few times so you can't spam click back to get back.
Yeah.
On the mobile version, you can tell it, don't let this page bring up any more prompts, but the desktop version doesn't.
That's lame. Linus owns a Lambo? Ooh, welcome to the party, dude.
Yeah, sure. We're talking about my Civic. It's a joke. It is a super le joke. Yeah, so this is the thing I've been looking at.
That's a nice looking.
And by looking at, I mean drooling over. Oh, it's so beautiful. Don't look at this kind of thing. Don't look at that kind of thing.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm just trying to remember the range. Yeah, okay. So the 20 kilowatt hour battery pack is 160 to 100 miles range at highway speed, but there's different battery pack options. So they're probably talking about this one.
I love how you knew that.
The basic. Yeah, no, I knew there were different battery. A couple things I still don't like. It's pretty heavy. It's significantly heavier than mine.
Battery packs, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it's probably mostly in the batteries. But so, okay. I haven't actually pitched this to the wife yet, but let me try something out on you and see how it goes.
Okay, first I need to know though.
Yes.
Because this would be important for her as well, for sure. Are you selling your bike?
Sure, I'll sell my bike. I don't really have anywhere to keep it.
And are you then not replacing the car?
Oh no, I'll replace the car.
So you're gonna get this and a car.
Okay, just shut up. Okay.
She's gonna ask these things.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay, so I'll ask these things. So pretty much everyone and their dog has been like, "You're a tech guy, get a Model S."
That's boring.
Okay, right. Well, that's kind of my response to that, because the funny thing about the Super Civic is that it's horrible, but if your car is supposed to be a reflection of something about you, like your car does say something about you, the Super Civic for better or for worse, is the Linus Mobile.
So you want something
rolling
super
Linus.
fast and electric because you're super fast?
No. It's not that. It's not that. I mean, it's been
Because this is a reflection of your
it's
personality.
been hard for no, I'm not talking about this right now. I just
Okay.
mean it's been hard for me to replace the Super Civic for multiple reasons. One, I hate
Okay.
car shopping.
Yeah.
Two, it
It's part of
really
you.
is such a perfect fit for me.
Not now, but it was.
It was before it got a little too far.
Now it's too much.
It was the Zero F's mobile.
Yeah.
Super practical.
Yeah.
Reliable.
Cheap.
Cheap.
Standard.
Super cheap. Standard everything, even Windows.
Yeah.
That I wasn't a fan of.
No.
Oh, the Windows are okay. No AC was a problem though.
Yeah. It's getting worse every year.
Yeah, it was really bad. We had a heat wave recently that sucked.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's been like the me mobile, and it's been hard to find something that says anything about me. Model S doesn't.
No.
That's my issue with the Model S.
Yeah.
The Model S says absolutely nothing about Linus Sebastian the person other than, oh, you're a tech guy, get a Model S. I'm like, okay.
It's also really expensive.
It's also really expensive. But based on that everyone's telling me to buy a Model S, I figure people won't be like mad if I say, look, I haven't replaced my car in 10 years, I'm getting a Model S. Do you think people would resent that?
I don't think people would be mad. I don't think it works for you. I think it's ludicrously expensive.
Okay. So let's assume that people,
And there's no right to repair on Model S's on Tesla. I've heard a lot about this recently.
Oh,
Right to repair on this is like Tesla and right to repair are like not friends, which I've very recently heard about this, but that's not.
So I'm going to pitch something here. For the cost of one Model S, I could get a Clarity plug-in hybrid
And you're
for the daily commute and a super bike.
That doesn't mean you're supposed to spend that much money.
It means that I could,
But it doesn't mean that you're supposed
and
to.
it would be the same as if I got a Model S.
But you shouldn't have gotten a Model S.
But
You probably shouldn't do this.
okay, I want to hear from Twitch chat. I need a second opinion.
Of course they're going to tell
I
you
need
to
a second
get it.
opinion. Second opinion. Okay. People are like, MKBHD got a Model S. That makes a lot of sense. Don't know about Linus. Okay.
I could, but am I gonna?
Superbike means midlife crisis.
Dude.
What? Okay, Vaughn, can I pitch you something? This is really important. Okay. So okay, we need a straw poll. No, you gotta come
I'll
on
do
WAN
the
show
straw
for a
poll.
minute
I'll
here.
do the
Can
straw
you straw poll it up? Okay. So
Do you want me to give her my seat?
No. She can come sit with me. We're good friends. Here.
You guys hang out sometimes?
Yeah, we can. We're not afraid of a little bit of physical contact. Made 3 babies, Okay. Ow! All the keys in my pocket are killing my thigh. Why are you still so bad at this?
What?
It's killing my lap. Actually, I also have a keyboard in my pocket. That's not helping.
Okay, that's not my fault.
Okay. I need to reach the thing. Okay. So I'm gonna run.
What is the straw poll question?
I run something by you. Get it or don't get it, because we don't want to tell her what's going on yet. Okay. So the Model S costs.
Are we really
I had
talking
the same
about
reaction.
this?
I had the same reaction.
Just a second.
Okay.
Okay, so the Model S costs. Why do they just put loan? What is the difference between lease and loan? That's stupid. Like, what is a loan?
Well, no, a loan I think is when you get financing.
Oh,
for it.
financing. Why
A
don't they
lease
just
is
say
when you-
financing?
Well, that is what that means.
Okay, so a Model S is anywhere from federal tax credit. This is U.S. Oh crap. Okay, well whatever. It's about 85,000 Canadian.
Oh, okay.
Plus whatever. I mean, there's no way I wouldn't get the autopilot upgrade and stuff like that. So let's say about 80 to 90,000 Canadian. Okay, so would I be allowed to get a Model S?
Why? I thought you didn't want a Model S.
Well, that's not the point. That's not the
you did
point.
want the Model S. You didn't want the Model X. Okay.
So would I be allowed to get one?
I don't know. It just has to make sense.
Okay, but could I make some kind of argument that would make sense?
No.
What?
Probably not. Actually.
Okay, why?
Because it's not practical. It's not really.
Seat 7.
It's not really you.
Seat
yeah,
7.
But a minivan seats how many people and costs a fraction of that.
Okay, yeah, this much may be true. Okay,
I mean, okay, so So from a practicality standpoint, no. But
Okay.
if it was just like, I really want this,
Okay.
you could probably make that argument.
Okay,
to
I
me,
can make
and
good. Okay, that's all I need. That's all I need. Okay. So now, how about this? How about a very practical car that costs half as much and a super bike
Oh my
that
God,
also
you're
costs half as
Okay.
much? How about that?
You're not getting the super bike.
But it's a Lightning.
0 to 60 in 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Does that sound like a good thing
I
for the father of your
Don't
children?
want you to die. We have life insurance now.
She said that so excited.
All right, thank you. Well, it was worth a shot.
Oh my goodness.
You know what's funny?
That was fantastic.
I would say I should just do it anyway.
Oh, I have to go.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
I?
we all have to go, actually.
Okay.
I would say that I should just do it anyway, but the cold hard truth is she completely controls all the money.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to buy a hamburger without her knowing about it. Like, it's actually a problem. Like, I can't surprise her with a gift or anything because all the credit cards...
Withdraw cash.
It's actually... yeah, but if I withdrew cash, it would seem very unusual if it was any more than like $100 here and there. Like, I like to carry a little bit of cash because a lot of places in Richmond only take cash.
Yeah.
But that's the only reason I carry cash. So unless I like flipped something on Craigslist recently, I don't have a ton of cash on hand. So if she saw like, you know, a few $100s come out of the account, she'd be like, "Hey, does someone have your card? Someone have your PIN?"
Yeah.
You're like, "No." Well, what was this? What was this withdrawal? Because it's literally her job, like actually her job every day to keep track of all the money. Yeah, no, it's not like a control freak thing. She's just literally the financial officer of both our family and our company. So, yeah, there's be.
Companies.
Okay, well, let me see the straw poll. Can I at least see the straw poll
Yeah,
results?
I haven't even seen it yet.
Okay, what's the URL here? Is it case sensitive?
Oh, it's pretty close.
Strawpoll.me/ what do we got here?
162
Yeah,
063
yeah.
67.
Okay, let's have a look here. Let's share the results with everybody. Let's get these in real time. I mean, I got to vote, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, Obama got to vote for himself, so I should get to vote for myself. Get it? Vote. Okay. Let's have a look at these here votes here there. Wow, straw poll's got to work on that there thing they got
Wow,
going on
someone
with
in
apostrophe.
someone in the building has already voted.
Oh, really?
Did you vote?
Yeah, I voted.
Oh, okay,
so
so
it was
maybe
me.
it was you.
Oh, did
Yeah.
you not get to vote?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, what a big bummer that is. Oh, bummer. So Vaughn, it looks like you were wrong. 56% of people said do it. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a democratic society. You know, might makes right, quantity and numbers. Okay, that's it for the WAN show. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next week. Same bad time, same bad channel.
That's not the argument you want right there. Oh boy.
What's an AE86? I got someone in Twitch
It's
chat.
a Toyota Trino 886. Very legendary car.
Got a lot of people telling me to get Miatas or get a Miata.
This car is sick, actually, but because it's really good at drifting. Like the like main dude that popularized drifting did it in this car. Like the first like movie I think it was on VHS that was like super into drifting was from Japan, and he was driving a Trino 86.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
86.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye.